Hello everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now recently I've been having a lot of questions in regards to the ZEN8 indoor swim trainer that I use and have been using for a very long time now. So for many of you that don't know, I've been working with ZEN8 now for just over a year, and originally I was just asked to test out a prototype and give my opinions on a concept for an indoor swim trainer that could be used for people, especially triathletes and swimmers who have a busy lifestyle, or they're juggling their time around with their kids or their work commitments, because as we all know, swimming is a sport where you have to be at the pool at certain times or be at an open swim session at certain times, which can be a nightmare if you live a busy lifestyle. So a lot of the questions that have been asked mainly come under three main questions of: is the trainer just a lockdown product? Do you actually use the trainer? And how realistic is the trainer to swimming? Now, to answer the first question, like I said, I've been a part of the company for over a year now, working on prototypes and concept ideas for this trainer, way before there was any sort of lockdown initiative that was being proposed. The whole concept of the trainer is to be used alongside your usual swimming routines. So therefore, it was never an idea or a concept to be using the trainer all by itself. Because of the lockdown situation coming in, I have been using the trainer as my main source of swim training throughout 2020 and through all of the year of 2021. If any of you follow my social media, you'll know that in 2020 I was still able to swim in the sea, but especially revolving around the time when it was coming up to the PTO Champs and the current weather at the moment, it's just way too cold to be going in the open water. So for these periods, I've been doing purely sessions on the ZEN8 trainer, and a typical week looks like 5 sessions of at least an hour on the trainer to maintain and to progress my swimming ability. The improvements that I've made is by increasing my strength of my pull through and working on my high elbow technique, which has always been a problem for me. I tend to be more of a diesel engine that lacks a bit of that higher end speed. So for me, doing a bit of strength work and particularly working on technique under pressure has been majorly beneficial to myself. Like I said, towards the end of 2020, especially in the build up to the PTO World Championships, I was using the ZEN8 indoor swim trainer religiously as my main source and pretty much only source of swim training. Now, when I actually went to the PTO Champs, I actually had a very strong swim performance despite not having access to any sort of pool or open water swimming environment. And this came in the case of coming second out of the water at the Pro AM relay, and then in the main event, after having some tactical errors of myself, I was still able to maintain competitive within arguably one of the strongest triathlon fields that has ever come together. Now, does the trainer actually replicate the feeling of swimming? Now, I think the trainer does a fantastic job of being the best land-based specific training workout that you can have. Now, of course, swimming in the water is one of the most unique experiences that you'll have in your life, and it's not something that is easy to replicate on land. And yes, there are subtle differences. However, being able to do a specific session with subtle differences versus not being able to do the session or having to do a reduced session because you've missed the pool cutoff time, well, I'm going to take that specific session with some small differences any day of the week. So I've been using the trainer for a year now, and I was still able to perform to a very high swim level with near to no swimming in a whole year. Thank you everyone for watching this video on my year's experience using the ZEN8 indoor swim trainer.